Kubo, Ve'ezrat Hashem Mincha is going to be 7:50. Please be on time. 7:50 is going to be Mincha. As we were discussing the Halachot Patava B'Kisanin, we mentioned that there are a few things that fall into this category. For example, cakes, cookies, rogalach, various things of that nature are defined as Patava B'Kisanin, which the Shulchan Aruch says you say Borei Minei Mezonot and you say Ala Mechia. Unless, we mentioned, unless you're having Kedek Kiviut Seudah, which is 216 grams, then you have to say Hamotzi Lechem Min Haaretz and Birkat HaMazon. The question that is asked, and some people asked me this on Friday, as I was saying the Halacha, what happens if he starts off saying, I'm going to have less, I'm just going to have a little bit of cake. And he ate from the cake, he said Mezonot, he loved the cake so much, he couldn't stop eating. He's like, wow, I'm going to have to finish this whole thing. And he ended up having 216 grams. So what's the Halacha in that case? So the Halacha says, even though he started and he said Borei Minei Mezonot, since at the end of the day he had 216 grams, he has to say Birkat HaMazon. Birkat HaMazon is not directly dependent on Hamotzi. It could be that you started off with Mezonot, but now you have to end off with Birkat HaMazon, because bottom line is you had 216 grams of Patava B'Kisanin. The question is, what happens in terms of Bracha Rishonah? Now that he changed his mind, do we say that he's required to make another Bracha Rishonah? So there's a fascinating Mishnah Be'ura. The Mishnah Be'ura seems to hold this way, and Rabbi Tzion Basho seems to agree as well, that let's first analyze, how much more is he eating? So let's say he started off with 150 grams of cake, and he said Mezonot. And now he says, this is so good, I want another 216 grams. So then he has a whole shi'ur seudah in front of him, right? So then he says hamotzi. Says the Mishnah Berurah, you have to say hamotzi lechem min haaretz, because in front of you have another shi'ur seudah. More so than that, says the Mishnah Berurah, what if you have less than 216 grams in front of you, but in combination it's going to be 216? Meaning I had 150, and now I'm going to have 200. I'm going to have another 200. So together it's going to be more than 216. But in front of me I don't have 216. Says the Mishnah Berurah, you have to say another Borei Minei Mezonot. Say another Borei Minei Mezonot. Why do you have to say another Borei Minei Mezonot? Because it's clear that you had in mind that you are going to say Mezonot only on less than 216. Otherwise you would have said Hamotzi. And since it's clear, so it's considered as if there's a concept in the Halacha of Nimlach. Nimlach means you changed your mind. When you clearly change your mind, that original Mezonot cannot go on the remainder of the food. So the Mishnah Berurah comes out that you say Nu Bracha regardless if you changed your mind. The only question is it Mezonot or are you going to have to say Hamotzi? Comes along the Yalkut Yosef and the Kaf HaChaim and they disagree with the Mishnah Berurah. They say, no, not true. You said that Mezonot, yes, you changed your mind, and now technically speaking there's sort of a Bracha of Hamotzi Lechem Min Haaretz that's lurking. They say, no. Mezonot covers Hamotzi. Mezonot is poter the Hamotzi. And since that original Mezonot was said, and we kaim ala, and the Borei Minei Mezonot exempts Hamotzi Lechem Min Haaretz, therefore you could continue with that original Beracha, and it covers you for the rest. Even if you're planning on having another 216, you still are covered with that Mezonot. And yes, it's true, regarding Birkat HaMazon, everyone agrees that once at the end of the day you had 216, you have to say Birkat HaMazon. But regarding Bracha Rishonah, the Yalkut Yosef and the Kaf HaChaim comes out, better to not say any Bracha and just continue eating without a Bracha. Although in truth, there's a lot of difficulty with the logic of the Yalkut Yosef, but we don't have so much time to elaborate. The Halacha L'Maaseh, the Halacha follows the Yalkut Yosef, and there's a way to explain it that it fits in even though the logic of the Mishnah Berurah sounds to be much more compelling than what the Yalkut Yosef is arguing. But we'll elaborate maybe on a different opportunity what the pshat in the Yalkut Yosef is. Enough for us to know that is the Halacha L'Maaseh, and you do not go ahead and make another Beracha. Baruch Adonai Le'olam. Amen.